поддерживать. В своей агрессивной антироссийской политике Запад перешел всякую грань. Мы постоянно слышим угрозы в адрес нашей страны, нашего народа. Некоторые безответственные политики на Западе не только говорят о планах по...
What you would say to him if he is considering using chemical or tactical nuclear weapons?
Don't. It would change the face of war, unlike anything since World War II.
President Vladimir Putin, who rules the world's biggest nuclear power, has repeatedly cautioned the West that any attack on Russia could provoke a nuclear response. Will Putin use nuclear weapons? How many such weapons does he command, and how might the United States and the US-led NATO military alliance respond? Let us begin the video. Before going to details, make sure to like and subscribe the channel. Putin characterizes the conflict in Ukraine as a struggle for survival between Russia and the West, which he claims is out to destroy Russia and seize control of its enormous natural resources. When Putin indicated he would be willing to use nuclear weapons to defend Russia, the West was forewarned that he was not playing a bluff. Despite the claims of some observers that Putin is bluffing, Washington takes him seriously. With Putin arguing that 18% of Ukraine is a part of Russia, there is more room for nuclear threats because any attack on these territories could be justified as an attack on Russia as a whole. According to Russian nuclear doctrine, a nuclear strike is permitted following conventional weapon aggression against the Russian Federation when the basic existence of the state is threatened. Breaking the post-World War II nuclear taboo would not necessarily change the tactical situation on the ground because many Russians reside in Ukrainian area that Putin has claimed as Russian. He is currently bluffing, according to Prague-based military researcher Yuri Fyodorov. But when he realizes the fight is lost, it's hard to predict what will happen in a week or a month. What nuclear arms are possible? No Russian government representative has demanded the use of strategic nuclear weapons to attack American, Russian, European, or Asian cities. Chechen leader Ramzan Kadyrov suggested that Moscow use a low-yield tactical nuclear weapon against Ukraine. Nuclear weapons that are employed on the battlefield for tactical purposes and are significantly less potent than the huge bombs required to destroy major cities like Moscow, Washington, or London are known as tactical nuclear weapons. Such weapons may be dropped from aircraft, launched at targets with missiles from ships, submarines, or ground forces. It is uncertain how Russia's army of regular troops, mercenaries, drafted reservists, and local militias would fare in the face of such an apocalyptic battlefield, despite the fact that it has specialized nuclear forces prepared to fight there. The United States would do what? The United States, as the greatest nation on the planet, would effectively choose how to react to any nuclear attack by Russia. 90% of the nuclear warheads in existence are under the control of Russia and the US. During the Cold War, their arsenals grew, and the Soviet Union left contemporary Russia its nuclear resources. The options put forth by US Vice President Joe Biden include a non-military response, retaliating with another nuclear strike that would increase the likelihood of an escalation, and retaliating with a conventional attack that could pit Washington against Moscow in a direct conflict. According to Jake Sullivan, the National Security Advisor for the United States, Washington had warned Moscow of specific, catastrophic repercussions if it utilized nuclear weapons. If Moscow used nuclear weapons, then the United States and its NATO allies would destroy Russian troops and equipment in Ukraine, and sink its entire Black Sea fleet. Putin reminded Washington that only the United States had so far used nuclear weapons in battle, in the 1945 attacks on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. What do you think, whether US responds heavily if Russia uses nuclear weapons? Or it just a moral threat to Russia? Comment down below. Thanks for watching the video.